Finally made it back here. I'm actually sweating like crazy. So I'm gonna get out of these sweaty clothes, take off a couple layers so I don't sweat too much more before sundown, because it is supposed to get pretty cold tonight, probably in the teens somewhere. It's like 40 degrees right now. It's kind of hard to believe. Pretty happy though. Fire ring's still here. Actually got a handful of wood. I did bring a couple different saws just because I wanted to make sure to have a nice fire tonight. Got to clean out a little bit of this area. And then I don't know if you can see that tree and that tree. I've hung my hammock from before and it worked out pretty good. The only problem is I think there's an elm right there that always gets in the way of my tarp. But we'll see what we can do and get camp set up here. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that well, but this is just how I normally hang up my suspension for my hammock. So I have some tree straps here, so that just has 2 loops on each end. Throw that around the tree, normally about head high, depending on my distance. I might, adjust it as I go. Run 1 loop through there, and then as you can see there, there's I don't know if it's called a pressic knot or something like that, but pretty much what it is, or like a monkey fist is what I've heard people call it. So I go ahead and run that through, and then this is just a straight section of this nylon webbing. And then what I'll do is just do like a spike hitch. And what I do for that is with the hook of my hammock, I'll go ahead and grab that here in a second, but all I do is overhand grab, make a loop, reach up through that section, and then that piece right there you can hang your carabiner or your S-hook, and as you pull down on it, it'll tighten up just like that, and then when you're done, all you do is pull it out, and then you don't have a knot. Alright, so I got my hammock here. This is my favorite hammock. I got a handful of them. I've done a video about this before. I'll go ahead and throw a link up there for that. And this is the Trek Light double parachute hammock. And this thing, as I said in the other video, I got a lot of hammocks, and this is by far one of my favorites. The only thing that I haven't replaced yet is these S-hooks, but they seem to work all right. So I'll go ahead and just kind of judge my distance here. I'm gonna have to kind of critique it, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and just do one right here, right below that knot. I just pulled it through, and I can hook on there. That's just a tail from the other piece, and as I pull down on it, there's a nice tight fit, and then I can go to the other end and do that, and then just slowly adjust. My main pack here, this is the Coyote 80 by Kelty. I've had this bag for probably pushing 5 years, and this thing has been a workhorse for me. It is 80 liters, so it's huge. The reason I bought the 80 liter compared to like a 50 or 60 was just the pure volume inside of there. Not mainly just to fill it up. A lot of people say when you get a bigger bag you carry more stuff, and that is true, and it tends to get pretty heavy. But the reason I like it is you can fit some serious sleeping systems in here. Like the military sleep system I can stuff in here with some room to spare for winter camping and such. That's the main reason I got that. It's got a nice compartment here, compartment up on top, and inside here now I had pretty much my entire sleep system with 1 extra pair of clothes. That's socks, skivvies, and some stuff to sleep in. But I have a Browning -20 degree sleeping bag that a buddy gave to me to test out. Also, I have the Snug Pack hammock cocoon system. I don't think I'll need it just because of how warm it's been, but it is going to get down into the teens. And then also my hammock, my tarp, and my pillow in here. And this, I got it hung up on the tree here with some bungee cords with carabiners on it, and I want to thank Dave from Really Big Monkey 1. This was totally his idea, and it works great, especially when it's muddy or swampy or snowy. Really get your stuff off of here. The carabiner bungee cord I also used, I have a couple of them, I'm going to hang up my other bags tonight, and then I used it on my Pulk system to bring everything out. So I want to thank Dave also for this genius idea to get everything off the ground. As you see here, can't leave home without it. Got the Scrama, a couple little different changes, just slapped a more on there for this little trip. I'm going to go ahead and get my sleeping bag and all that stuff out. So definitely want a little overkill for this trip. It's pretty warm now. I did bring the hammock cocoon. I'm still debating on if I want to put it on. I might just put it on and leave it open. Yeah, I might go ahead and do that because I have a -20 sleeping bag. This thing's a beast. I got it from my good buddy Ryan. Went ahead and got that for me, so I'm going to be doing a review on that. Be sure to check out for another video. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not sure which video is going to come out first, but be sure to check that out. I already did one on the hammock cocoon system. If that's something you're interested in, I will throw a link up here as well. So, and all the links to this stuff will be down in the description box below. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this one set up, and then I'll get the bag in. So enjoy a sweet time lapse of me getting ready. That's what I've been hearing all night long. I'll let this bad boy die down a little bit. Got my food bag here. I'm gonna get some coffee brewing. It is kind of raining. I don't know if you can see that, but got the ball cap on, keep it out of my eyes. Just kind of spitting on me, so need to get some coffee in me for sure. It's about 6:30. Get a cup of coffee and climb back in that hammock. Yeah. Oh. Oh man, that's a horrible feeling. All cozy up here, and I'm out of coffee. You know what that means? I have to get my butt up out of this cozy little giant green bean of mine, and go boil some water. Well, I suppose. The only problem is is with some of these bags. There we go. Gotta watch out for the fabric. Alright. I really do not want to get up. I'm so cozy right now. But maybe I'll make some more coffee, some food, or maybe curl back up in here for an hour before I gotta head back home. So I was gonna get up this morning and do a time lapse of the sun coming up. There ain't no sun. It is a gloomy gray day. Definitely thankful for having this fire. Didn't go all night. You know, it was about maybe 12 o'clock last time I kind of stoked it and pushed it around, and woke up to pee at about 6 o'clock and came out, and there was still a little bit of coals, enough to get a fire going again. Just broke up a bunch of twigs and threw on some more logs. Did a lot of cutting last night, so we'll let this die down a little bit more, and I need to fill up my coffee. Maybe go take care of the morning constitutional, and maybe get some grub in my belly. Some grub in my belly. Alright, so I said I was going to talk about that tarp. I'm waiting for my water to warm up here. But you can see it right there with all my stuff still under it. And it's the Free Soldier 9x9. And it kept me nice and dry. Just had it kind of like an A-frame style there. Yeah, definitely kept me nice and dry last night. Didn't even have bad condensation like on the inside. It's pretty wet now. It stopped raining, stopped misting, so hopefully that sun will peek out and kind of dry some stuff off before I have to pack it away. My hanging stick's a little too long. Don't want to go digging through my stuff to find my Baco. The Leatherman's got a great little saw on it. There we go. That'll work. Alright, it looks like my water is about to boil there, which is all I need. Make a pot of coffee and see if I got any left for some food here. Alright, so I don't know if you could see earlier, but I do have my percolator, which can make a lot more coffee. I just bring some pre-ground up coffee. This is Wake Up Iowa coffee. Probably the best coffee out there. I will put a link in the description below where you can check this out. It's the best damn tasting coffee that I've ever stumbled across. And I drink a lot of coffee. So, it kind of looks like crap now, but just ground up coffee with some filters. Normally I pop it inside of my percolator. But since it's just me, I got my little French press here. And I just kind of eyeball it. I like my coffee pretty strong. And then, see if that's too hot to touch. No, not bad. Go ahead and add that coffee. What I do is I let it just steep for a little bit. Kind of stir it up, and then there is a gasket on this little French press. I don't know if you can see there. I don't remember where I got this. This might have been like a Walmart find or something, but it's a little insulated coffee cup with the built-in French press. I just give it a minute here. Oh, it smells so good. I got a good fire. Tell you what, if I didn't have this fire, I'd still be in my hammock. But as I said, everything under the tarp is nice and dry, but everything else is just soaked out here. So I'm hoping it'll dry off a little bit. Oh yeah, so check this out. So, I just sit there and stir it, and then as you push down, ooh, look at that. I wish you could smell that. Oh, that's good stuff there. Almost spilt it. Yeah, that's hot.